I knew my daughter had to be at preschool or, gosh, she was in daycare back then. If she had to be at daycare and I had to pick her up at 2:00 on a Tuesday, I will be there for that, right? Because of the appointment only model, I can, okay, so I can't come Tuesday at 2, but I'll be at your house Tuesday at noon. Okay, great. You know what I mean? So I could go and make my money. Maybe it was a Sunday afternoon. Maybe it was a Saturday night. Maybe it was 6 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, right? Like the flexibility was amazing. And that's, to me, the biggest advantage of owning my own business. My parents owned and still own their own business. So I grew up around that, right? A very different industry and very different clientele, but my parents were at every single sporting event. They didn't miss one. It was wild to me. And now, like, I refuse to, right? Like, I thought about going to Toronto to watch the Maple Leafs play tomorrow night. Okay, well, I know this is supposed to be Monday, but Friday night, like, I was like, wow, that would be really cool. I was looking at flights. My daughter's got soccer Saturday morning at 10:30. I don't want to miss it. Sorry, Maple Leafs. Sorry, Noah Chari. I love you guys, but like, I want to be at my daughter's soccer game. You know what I mean? That stuff is so important to me, and that's the ultimate for me, is the flexibility. We talked about lifestyle last week, and that sat with me for a little while, and I talked about that with Kevin Cassidy at lunch on Monday. Where I'm at with the whole lifestyle thing, and it's so true. Like the flexibility and the lifestyle that I've carved out as a result of this is amazing. I'm very fortunate.
It's interesting because when I used to work with CEOs, I would ask them what's important, and I would hear the family and all of those things and health. And then I would say, look, can I look at your schedule for the last 3 weeks? And they get all like defensive, like, why? Right? Because your schedule doesn't lie, right? Your schedule doesn't lie. And I forget, I don't want to take credit for this, but I heard a speaker many years ago said, how do you spell love? And everybody thinks Love. And he goes, I spell it Time. It's where you invest your time and where you are. Are you there when things are tough? Are you the person for your friends and family? And I think that's the one thing. This is a newer audience for me, Chris, as you know.
Sure.
But working with family-owned business owners, that's what I want to tell everybody is, like, the ones that I work with are putting their family and friends and everything first, and not the other way around. And that's the thing that really inspires me, right?
Sure, so, absolutely. Yeah, right. Yeah. Totally.
I was blown away that you wanted to come and meet me when I was in town last week. I'm like, oh my God, Christopher Quazzo wants to sit. He's got, but you're like, hey, I can carve out an hour or whatever. And so I was really honored by that. So.
I appreciate you taking the time. I was honored. That was great, man. Yeah. I don't have a coach like you in my life. So to be able to meet with somebody like that in the company of Kevin and Jillian was great. And then look at what you introduced me to Kevin Cassidy. I had to come back here and give Kevin something, and you introduced me to Kevin Cassidy, and he and I grabbed lunch on Monday, and it's great.